here. This is FinFlow. By the ending of this particular program, we should have this analytics application ready for us without coding. Okay, you can build this without coding anything. All you have to do is write a simple prompt and you'll get something nice like this. Okay, you can track your top variances, your revenue by versus month, revenue versus budget by month, and then we're going to have the expenses by month also in our analytics application. You can also filter by revenue, filter by expenses, okay, and then also filter by category as well. Expense category, you can also filter. I think there's no expense for this particular item selected, so I can reset. Now, if you want to go to the record section for the application, you should see we are going to have this. This is for all records, and you get to see whether you're on track, your budget is on track or not, or you are failing. The expenses is below the budget or above the budget. You see all of that directly in the application when we are done building the application. Okay, you also have records for revenue. That is if you want to just view analytics for revenue items. Okay, you see that, and then you see whether you're actually losing as a business or you are making profit. You see that directly in the application. We also have the expense section as well, whether you are overspending or underspending. I think we can go back to the business problem and then see what we are being required to do. Okay, says that FinFlow will be a real-time financial analytics application built for finance teams who need to track revenue performance, expense discipline, and budget variance without juggling spreadsheets or waiting on weekly reporting cycles. So the app will sit on top of a Google Sheet database and turn raw monthly actual or budget entries into a live filterable command center. Okay, we need to also look at the data and see how it looks like, and then later see how we are going to transform the data into the application I just presented, right? Good. So this is the FinFlow database that we have. Okay, so you can see the entries here. We have the revenue or expense, we have the transaction type or category, and then we have the month, we have the actual or budget, and then we have the amount, right? There's a prompt we are going to use to build the application. Okay, first, looking at the master prompt, you can see here that for prompt engineering, I mentioned that you have to be very specific with what you want to do. And remember, it's not all the time that we can pay for these AI applications to get them to do what we want, because with time, our credits may finish. Okay, that is if you pay for access. Sometimes when you're prompting these AI applications, your credit will still finish because of constant debugging of the responses that the AI will give you. So you have to be very good at documentation. Okay, that is documenting your prompts. Like I mentioned in the previous masterclass, you have to be very good at documenting your prompts. So you document everything that you want to instruct the AI to do in a markdown file. So the file I'm using currently is a markdown file. You can also use Google Docs or Microsoft Word document, and then you document your prompt. So this is the prompt I have in the document here. You can see that. So I mentioned you can have the prompt in a document, or you can have the prompt in a markdown document file or text file. Okay, and that you can give to the AI. That way you wouldn't have to be prompting the AI one after the other, and by the time you realize, your entire token will be finished. Do you get it? So it's very important that you document whatever you want to use to communicate with the AI. Okay, good. So let's look at the project summary. So for now, we know that we are going to build a financial application app, and let's see what the prompt will do. That is the prompt I have in my markdown. So the prompt is going to ask Zite to build the FinFlow app with no code on our end. The AI is going to code. Note, although we say it's no code, doesn't mean that there's no coding going on in the back end of the application. So the AI is what is going to code for us. We will not do any code. We will just tell the AI what to do. Okay, that is why I said a no-code financial application dashboard will be developed for us. Okay, so instead of relying on the spreadsheet, now we are going to rely on the application. I mentioned that already. Let's see here the core purpose of the application. We can see how much revenue the company has paid so far, how much the company has spent, is the business above or below the budget, which revenue or expense items need attention, and which items should be reviewed by finance leaders. The application that we are going to build will also show us that as well. Okay, good. How does the prompt work? The prompt that we are going to be reviewing, how is it going to work? The app will pull data from the Google Sheet named FinFlow DB. So that's the workload. So we have FinFlow DB, which is the data set available, the database available in the Google Sheet file you're seeing here. Okay, the data is sitting in Google Sheet. Then the application will pull the data from the Google Sheet to give us the dashboard we are looking for. So that is how it's going to work. Understanding variance. Says variance is one of the most important ideas in the prompt. Okay, in simple terms, variance means the difference between the actual amount and the budgeted amount, which I also explained. Okay, now the main pages of the app, very good. The main pages of the app, we are going to have a dashboard, which I showed you. We are going to have a records page, and then we are going to also have a data entry section. What I mean by data entry section is this. Let me go back to the application. Okay, now you see here it says add entry. The reason why I added this to the prompt is this. I was thinking that if the application is ready, I didn't want to go back to the Google Sheet and then be entering data. Like, for instance, let me go back here. No, there's not a database. Back to the application and then come in here and then start adding the data one by one like this. Like you type in here, type in here, type in here. I didn't want that. Okay, so I added to the prompt that the AI should build a data entry section. When I go to the application, I can specify which entry I want to make. Do I want to enter data for revenue? If I select revenue, then I can select a line item that is for revenue, and then select the month, then department this is coming from, then I can enter the actual and then the budget. If there's any variance notes I want to enter, I can also enter here, and this would automatically populate the Google Sheet that we have. Okay, so this automatically populate the Google Sheet that we have. Okay, so I think now you understand what the application is all about, and we can now start working on the project management side, right? Now, because it's a new project, we are starting from scratch. Okay, I will go to the chat section here. You can see this is the chat button. Click on it, and it takes me to the AI section. You can use Notion AI. You can also select a new agent. That is an agent that you set up yourself. If you have premium access, you can do that. So I'm going to go with Notion AI. First, you'll be at the home section, right? So you click on the chat section here, and then you select the AI type you want to use. Okay, and select this. If you're using a premium version, you can select other types of AI agents that you want to leverage. Now, for now, you can see here it says, how can I help you today? How can I help you today? Okay, so this is the prompt. So I'm going to tell the AI to create a 1-week project calendar for the FinFlow app development project starting from today. So you can start from any day you want, depending on what management will tell you, or the timeline management will give you. You can specify that. So I would say create a 1-week project calendar for the FinFlow application development project. Okay, so I'll copy this. So use the existing form. Okay, this is good. So I'll copy all of this here and paste it here. So it says create a 1-week project calendar for FinFlow app development project starting from today. Use the existing information and entries on this page. What page are we looking at, or are we looking for? To specify the page you want to pull the data from. Note that before I would work with the AI, I created context. Where is my context for the project? Okay, this is the context. So we have the app description, the project overview, the core objectives, the main app pages, project tasks that needs to be tracked, the roadmap. So we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and all of that. Okay, and then so with each phases we have the focus area. Do you get it? So setup and data connection, dashboard and KPI cards, phase 3, charts and filters, phase 4, records page and editing. So I created this, and then we also have keynotes. So the AI is going to use this information to create the project tracker for me. Do you get it? So that's why I said that before you prompt AI to do anything for you, you have to create context by providing information that it will need to build the tasks, to complete the tasks for you. Do you get that? So don't just go to AI and start typing anything generic and expect it to give you quality information back. Do you get that? So since I have context, I can now go to my AI application, okay, and start prompting. I said, use the existing information and entries on this page. So I'm going to reference the page. To reference the page, use Shift at or Shift 2. And then you have the at symbol, and then you can reference the page you've already developed, which is the FinFlow app dev project. So you can see now I have referenced the project. Can you see that if I put a cursor on it, the project is in there? So it means that the AI will know what to use to build the tax tracker for me. Do you get that? Good. Now I said organize the work into a clear 7-day project plan. Let's run this and see what we have. Okay, so you can see it's working here. Oh, nice. It's looking good. You can see what the AI is doing here. You can see it has created a 7-day plan, which is looking very good. Yeah, this is nice. So I have day 1, setup and data connection. Focus area is here. The date has been specified. If you want to change it, you can change it here. And phase, we have the phase stated, and then the priority has been stated for us. The status not started, and yes, it's true, we've not started working on anything yet. And we have day 1, phase 1, and then key tasks to track. You can see that it has been listed here. When the task is completed, you can just check this box here, and then it will be crossed out. I will do that again. Okay, I want to do it again. Let's pick the prompt again and then paste it here. I think I'll go with my 4.6. I'll go with it. So create a 1-week project calendar for the FinFlow app development project from today. Use the existing information and entries on this page. So let's reference the page, this page, okay, to organize the work into a 7-day project plan, right? Then we add the calendar tracking plan should be created on a separate page. Okay, I want it on a separate page. Let's submit this and then see what we have. Okay, so it's done working. Let's click on open page to see what the AI have for us. So this is FinFlow 1-week project calendar. We have the project title, we have the start date, the end date, total phases mapped for me, and yeah, Sonnet is very good. You can see that. So please, when you want to build yours, you can also select Sonnet 4.6. okay, you can see we have here the goal has been set, the tasks have been set for us. Day 2, dashboard and KPIs. You can see that day 3 we have Monday, and then we have June 1st. Do you see that? This is very, very good. AI really comes in to save work and then save time. Now, I can take this a step further. Okay, we can take this a step further and then say that, can you leverage, okay, I'm going to reference the project it created. which is FinFlow 1 week project calendar, and create a comprehensive tracker. Create a separate, okay. Always make sure that you specify separate, okay, or else it will create it within the calendar page, which is not what we want, okay. So leverage FinFlow week 1 project calendar and create a separate comprehensive tax tracker page, okay, page for me. Now I need to be very specific, right? So I'll go back to my prompt documentation document. So this is the project tax tracker, right? So we want the AI to create a task database with the following columns. So we are going to have the task name, the category, the status, the priority, the owner, due date, and then the notes, okay? And we also need to have the status section, which says not started, in progress, needs review, okay? And we will also have another priority option where we have high, medium, and then low. And then we have suggested task categories like project startup, setup, and then we have Google Sheets, database, dashboard design, charts and KPIs, records page, add entry form. So the AI is going to pick this particular prompt that we have here and build the tax tracker for us, okay? I'll just copy it so we complete this faster, then submit. So you can see it created the tax for me. See that it listed every single thing that I need to do when I go to Zite AI to start working to build the data analytics application. Yes, you get that. So we have the tax name, we have the category section, okay, and what feature of the app are you building? Is it the automations and permissions section? Is it the records page? Is it the charts and filters? So every tax and the category that it belongs to, and then the due date. We have the due date section, and then we have notes to describe what we are working on, or that gives further information on the tax that you're working on. And then we have the priority section. Okay, so you can see we have high, medium, and then low priorities, and then the status not started. So none of these tasks have been started. So this is what the AI generated after I was done prompting it. So let's hope that when we are done, when the AI is done, we can get something very good like this that will help us track the project stage that we're going to be working on. Yeah, so this is the FinFlow project task tracker. Let's go to the page and see what we have. I hope it gives me what I was able to get in the previous prompting that I did with the previous application. Okay. Yes, this is looking good. It's looking good. Even this, I think this one performed better than the previous one. It gave me a project overview, which is good. Gave me core objective, good. 1 week calendar summary. This is very good. And then you can see this is the tax tracker, the roadmap. Wow. This is very good. And then now we have the FinFlow task tracker step by step, right? So we have the tax name, the category, the due date, the notes, owner, priority, status. This is wonderful. You get that. So if you want to visit this particular page, you can go back to the home section and then you can see it down here. So we have FinFlow project tracker. So we select this and then we visit the actual page, right? So you can see here in full screen. Let's search for Zite. Okay, so Zite is a software builder. Okay, software builder. So it's an AI software builder, right? You just give your prompt and then Zite will build it for us. So I'll click on create account and then I'll sign up with Google. Okay, the same process if you want to sign up to any application out there. You select your Google account and you click on continue to sign up. Yeah, so very simple. Now Zite is ready for us to use. Okay, I'll also share this with you. So I'm going to copy the master prompt, right? I think instead of copying everything and giving it to the AI, I think the best option for me right now is rather to upload the file the text is saved in, right? So I'm going to upload the file. The folder should be in my downloads. Let me search for this. FinFlow. So FinFlow is short for financial flow, right? So you're just tracking the financial flow of the organization. In the master prompt, we have this instruction here that says build me a no-code financial analytics app called FinFlow, right? It's going to have real-time revenue display, expense display, variance display at the financial command center, that is the dashboard center. The app must look like a premium dark-themed financial dashboard with lavender, teal, and magenta percents. I also have a numbering here where I stated the critical build for configuration. Okay, and I have the data source and sync. You get it? So in the prompt, I specified that the AI application should connect my application to the Google Sheet. That is why I said if you populate the Google Sheet, it will populate the app. If you populate the app with data, it will automatically populate the Google Sheet. So Google Sheet is going to serve as our database system. Good. So you can see here I've stated the current schema. The schema is just the data structure that I have in my Google Sheet, which I've also stated here. And remember, I said that when you are building your prompt, always be direct, be explicit, be very concise with what you want the AI to build, or else the AI will keep asking you questions over and over again. Okay, and then we also have navigation. Now, anytime you are building any application, you need to navigate the application, right? What do I mean by navigation and layout? Let's go to this particular application here, and you can see that over here I have records, all records, revenue, expenses, needs, review. You see this, I'm navigating. You get that any button I click, I'm navigating the application. If I click on dashboard, I'm navigating. Okay, if I select this, then I'm performing a filter. Do you get that? So you need all of this to be able to navigate the app and then filter stuff. So remember that you need to also specify that in the prompt, and how you want the background to look like. You need to specify all of that as well. So you can see our main navigation is the dashboard button, the records, the needs, review, settings, and then the plus add entry section, which is what you are seeing here. You can see that this is it. Okay, and it's at the left side together with the logo at the top there, because you see it's stated here that it should be at the left side. The navigation bar should be at the left side. It means that if you change this to top side, it means that the application, the AI would put the navigation bar at the top instead of the left side. I want mine at the left side, so I'll keep it there. Okay, and then the brand FinFlow, and then wordmark FF should be the logo, because I'm not ready to include any logo yet. So that is it. Okay, to upload it, I'll take it again. Click on this plus icon here, click on upload an attachment, and then you can now select. You'll be prompted to select the file you want to upload. You can see this is the prompt, so I select that and then I click on confirm. You get it? I already have it in here. You get it? So now I'm going to write a simple instruction. Execute the instructions in and then back down, uploaded. To build the FinFlow app, then click on build it, and then you are done with your work. So you can now sit back and then watch the AI perform its magic. Okay, and everything that the AI will build in, you can see it here. It's working, and then it's building the application for us. It says I should connect my Google Sheet. So you see what is happening, and that has been stated already in the prompt. You get that? It has been stated in the prompt. I think it's somewhere here, data source. It says connect to my Google Sheet, right? So now it's asking for the Google Sheet. So I just have to click on connect to Google Sheet, and yes, I want you to connect. And note that your data should be in your drive. You have to give approval before Zite can get access to the Google Sheet, right? So I'm going to click on continue and then wait for a while for it to configure. Yes, I have an existing worksheet. You can also create one from scratch, right? So I'll click on this to select my database or the database I want to use. I need to make sure that the Google Sheet I'm selecting is the actual one, right? So I'll just click on this, wait for a while, go back to my drive and make sure that the file I'm selecting is the exact one, or else I would make a mistake and I would have to build the app all over again. Yes, this is the actual one. You can see this, the data here, and FinFlow DB, that is cool. I'll go back to my application, and yes, that is what I have selected. I'll click on save and allow the AI to do its work. Yes, you can see over here that it's actually syncing with my Google Sheet and it has resumed work. You have the category section, the revenue, expenses, filter for months. We have the record section. You can track your variance to determine your financial performance. Okay, you can filter by month. We have the filters tabs for revenue, expenses, needs review. You can see this time, instead of having the add entry page here, it created it here, which is also fine. Let's see, revenue, expenses, that's good. Okay. Wow, so everything is working as expected and we are good to go.